lots and lots of congratulations due to people. First and foremost, Sarah Miller, are you here?
Yes, but I'm driving. What's up?
Don't crash.
I won't.
Okay, can we just give it up to Sarah because she got her first deal? Guys, the reason why I bring it up is because Sarah was an attendee of the Mastermind. And I had told her before she came to the Mastermind that the Mastermind is like game-changing, life-changing, absolutely will tilt you in the direction towards making this a business. Okay, this shouldn't be your side hustle. This shouldn't be your secret love affair. Okay, this should be your life. This should be your business. This should be your consistency. This should be your rock. Now, if you are not there yet, if you are not feeling like wholesale real estate is feeding you, that wholesale real estate is how you pay your bills, that wholesale real estate is what you eat, sleep, drink, and poop. If that's not where you're at right now, then you haven't crossed the threshold yet. Sarah, without crashing, how monumental was the Mastermind for you?
It was such a shift. Like, it was literally life-changing. And to speak to what you just said about it, there has to be a mindset shift. And I would say after the Mastermind, I definitely had a mindset shift where before, like, I knew this was what I wanted to do. I was committed to doing it. And I was doing everything that I could to make it happen. I was struggling with consistency, and I was struggling with putting all of the information together. And I was struggling with just bits and pieces here and there. And not knowing like who to reach out to or, how to put it together. But I would say, like, after being in the Mastermind, learning all of the things that I learned there, talking and having like in-depth conversations with everybody, I really kind of got to see and relate to them as a business. Like, they are doing their wholesale as a business. So there was kind of a shift that happened in my mind where I stopped looking at it as this abstract concept of this business that I was trying to start. And I started thinking of it as like, okay, this is my job now. I know how to do a job. I have started a business before, but wasn't successful, obviously. But so this is my job now. I know how to do a job. How do I make this into my job? Okay. And then there was like an identity shift that happened too, to where this shifted into my identity. And that was a whole other thing. And it made it so where I'm not pushing myself towards this, it's pulling me. And that was everything right there. Figure out what's pulling you towards it. And for me, that was somebody saying, like, what are you doing for these families? Like, some of these families, you're helping them out of foreclosure. Figure out what's going to pull you toward it rather than trying to push you.
100%. 100%. And I think you nailed it when you said you figured out how to make it your job. Because yes. I think a lot of us that are doing this, when you have a 9 to 5, your mind is like, this is my job. And so you go and you do the things that you need to do at your job in order to be successful and, make your boss happy or not get fired or whatever it is that you do when you work. However, when we do it for ourselves, the problem is we don't have the threat of I'm going to get fired or I'm going to disappoint my boss, or we don't have the threat of if I don't get this done by the end of the day, I'm not going to hit my targets and I'm going to be reprimanded. There's so many things. There's so many threats that a job forces you into action. The problem is when we do this as entrepreneurs, it's us. It's you. And you're never going to fire you. You're never going to reprimand you. You are never going to not pay you. You're not going to do the thing that's going to hurt you that your job or your boss could do to you. And that's why you don't show up for yourself. I'm telling you, I know this is the problem that happens to a lot of us. This is wise because we are not forced into structure and a job. The reason why companies are successful, the reason why my company Keegley is very successful is because we've turned wholesale real estate into a job. We've turned it into a process. So you can make $50,000 a month working for me at Keegley and you still come in and work a job. You work this like a job. When you work this like a job, you get paid like it would be a job. which means you can count on it. Depend on me like the 1st and the 15th, guys. This is what this is supposed to be. Okay, this is what this is supposed to be. No, go ahead, Sarah, please.
And Mahmoud actually also like helped break it down for me too by like saying, he asked me like what, and this is in our Thursday, like the mind hack calls. He asked like, okay, where do you want to be in 6 months? And I had a financial goal, and he said, okay, well that's, you know, this much a week. So give yourself that goal instead of having this big abstract goal that might seem unattainable in your mind that like you can't even conceptualize having that because you've never had that. But you can conceptualize breaking it up into these tinier chunks. Like that's manageable. So that helped too.
Incredible. Sarah, thank you. I did just throw in a Tupac quote, and I did that on the sly. But it's real. It's real. You know, like when I say that, I mean it. You know, like this should be something that you look at with consistency. Like it's like, I can depend on my Keegly money. I depend on my Keegly money. Like I know that money is going to come in every month. And you know what? So does the other 100 people that are in my staff. They know they're going to get a check. They know they're going to get paid every 2 weeks, right? So the reason, again, that I bring this up is that if you are suffering right now from this lack of consistency, if you are suffering from this concept that I'm not showing up for myself the way I show up for my boss, when I say that, it makes me want to throw up. And it's not a problem that's happening to you. This makes sense. This is life. But think about that you show up for these other people, that you show up for your boss, you show up for the company, you show up, you do your job, you do your best. And then when it's time for you to do it for you, you don't do it. And that to me is the hard part.